A disclaimer of opinion is the opinion that's given for an audit when the auditor is unable to obtain sufficient information to work out whether or not the accounts show a true and fair view, and in doing so have started to reach a conclusion that it is so material and pervasive to the accounts, whatever the impact is, that they simply can't reach that opinion. Well, the example in the standard is when the stock take is unable to be tendered or subsequently verified by the auditor because that affects the level of stock in the financial statements. It affects other accounts like revenue from selling the stock and the cost of sales associated to it. So that would be one situation. To use a more broad example, it's generally when the auditor is unable to get sufficient information to support transaction or the balance in the financial statements, and it's a very important balance to the financial statements. No modified opinion is given lightly by an auditor, but particularly not a disclaimer of opinion. And in fact, to issue a disclaimer of opinion, you'd have to go through a fairly long process. If I could illustrate by what we do in our firm, I might meet or get to the point where I feel that disclaimer of opinion is appropriate. I would need to check that my peer review partner agreed. The pair of us, together with all the information and reasons for it, would have to front a three-partner independent panel to convince them that this was appropriate. Now, at that point, they might well send us back to do further work to try and avoid it. If we couldn't do further work to avoid it, we'd then have to get that opinion signed off by our technical accounting and audit team. So it is an involved and detailed process that has very senior people involved with it. Yes, it's the absolute last resort, yes.